You know, sometimes the PlayStation will have an ad on it, like one of your icons will just randomly be um, a game that's out, and saying, "Hey, you could, you could download this. You know that you could buy this game." That annoys me mostly because it's always for games I don't give a shit about. But they did. There was one for this. I had two icons for this game all of a sudden, and one of them was an ad. It's like he showed me an ad for a game I already have. All right, whatever. Continue. I slept. I breakfasted. I played game now, and now that I've had time to reflect, um, on the 3 hours I spent playing, I can say that this isn't really like complaining or anything, but I can say that um, one thing that didn't really, and I guess maybe it's not worth even talking about if it didn't occur to me while I was playing, but I will say that the beginning feels a little rushed. The opening for and maybe they didn't want to like feel like make it feel like they were just repeating it, but the opening for the first game was a lot more slow, a lot more drawn out. The opening for this, like within, I'd say at least like a minute of press and start, you're already fighting Freya, and I say fighting. That was just one long QTE, but still, like that felt the game. I don't want to say the game feels rushed because that, like, when people say a game feels rushed, that usually more implies like the development and stuff.
To recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I just... I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth?
Um, but and so I'm not saying I feel like the game's rushed in terms of development. Like they even delayed it some, although that was due to other things. If you don't know, and I think this is a really cool thing because like you may not think so, but you may not believe me when I say this, but there's a lot of studios that would not do this. Um, but the voice actor for Kratos got sick, so they delayed it for him instead of like pushing him to continue. And uh, yeah, but like it's more like
Looks
the
like we
the
gotta find a way to open
pacing.
that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
The pacing, there's a lot of pacing things that feel like it's been rushed. Like the opening, like I said, felt rushed. And I can understand if they wanted to like just throw you right into the action right away, because I mean that's how uh um where'd you go? You die. Where do you go? How you
Too
gonna?
fast.
Then how shall we catch it?
Flank it. Attack from behind.
Good.
Come out. Hey, come out. I got an idea. You're going right there. Mer. Oh, come on. That should've worked. I mean, I get that this is some kind
Gotta
of
get behind
puzzle.
it. But how?
I get that this is some kind of puzzle. Okay, I gotta get up here. You know, I can defend it.
You did it. Let's see what it dropped.
I can defend it if that's gonna be like a puzzle enemy throughout the game. That like I always gotta figure out ways to get behind it. But like I guess if I had to pin blame, I'd pin it on the animators because like if you're gonna have it jump into the ground so fast, have it jump in faster. Like my axe went straight through it at that point. Have it jump in so fast, have it like burrow so fucking fast that I mean maybe at that speed the animation would have looked weird, but have it burrow so fast that even with my axe right here and because there's a little wiggle of the axe before it returns to you, so there would have been time for him to go down. Anyway, there's a lot of things that, like, in the heat of the moment, I'm enjoying the game, and I don't think about, oh, that's unfortunate. Come on. Really? That's what we're going to do with our water? I'm not going to have any, like, lapping waves? And I think it's a testament to how good the game is that I'm, like, actively seeking things to nitpick. Although that right there, that is kind of like, even if you're not gonna do animations of like the lapping, because like the water's like moving, it's rippling, so that would not be a straight line. And even if the water was completely still, just mild differences in the uh like if I step right here in the water, and then you see my footprint, you should be able to see the water filling up the footprint, and you don't. It's floating above the footprint. But like I said, shit balls. No. No. Come on, call me again. They always call me twice. Even if I answer and listen to the recording, it always calls me twice when I got an appointment coming up. Their system's so borked. Because even if I answer to listen to the recording that's supposed to tell me that I have an appointment coming up, it's like, we're sorry we missed you. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. You can hear my ringtone. Anyone who tell me where that ringtone's from can be my bestest friend forever. And anyone who can't tell me where that ringtone is from is a ginger prick who said he'd play that game like 2 years ago and still hasn't. Anyway.
There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
But like stuff about the opening, like I can hold a complaint from the intro bit with Freya because I can accept that was their stylistic choice, that they didn't want to do as much of a slow open as the last one. Not necessarily because that was bad. The slow open of the last game was really good, but maybe they wanted to, like, you know, try something different. But some other things, like the way Brock and Sindri show up is like so sudden. Like I was looking forward to seeing them again, and then after a battle they just pop in like, hey, what's up, let's go, hurry, come on. It was just weird. I wonder if I could Oh, come on, I wanna... Ah, fuck you. The last game did the same thing. Where, like, you could, like... It was like some creepy Watson levels of, like, you could look and see that he was, like, a mile away. Like, watch this, watch this. Okay, see where he is? How? How? And I get that so that you can't, like... In the first game, it was... Hmm?
Grim, perch up high! Knock him down!
Where did you come from? But yeah, I get in the first game that it was like, so that he could come in from off screen and land on your back. And it would have been annoying if you had to, like, wait for him to walk, for his pathfinding to get him over to you to get up on your back. I'm not liking that I can't wall pin anymore. I get that that was easily abusable, but it's not like it could be done on all enemies.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here?
Why, yes I can. Okay, we're gonna close this one. You're gonna do a thing.
Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
Yeah, we figured that out with the last one, bro. Oh, I gotta... Okay, so I gotta get it all the way down.
Block's coming down.
Yeah, shut up. And then... There we go.
Can you see anything from that block?
Like, I don't know how long this game is going to be. I don't know how much it's going to have in terms of side content, yada yada. Ooh, if I do that... Yeah. Like I did, like I said, I'll stick with the praise I gave the game before about how, like, maybe it's just that the puzzles aren't that hard, but, like, I love when, like, the design is intuitive enough that you look at something, you're instantly like, ooh, like it catches that perfect balance between, I wonder if this will work, but not being so easy that it just, like, feels like putting square pegs into square holes and shit. What the fuck is this?
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow. You should collect any others you find.
Creatures of metal screech through the air, stood to the seas, bound across sides about the knees, but it's okay, I don't care. Sorry. Yada yada.
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tia?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tia's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
I wonder if how they handled the conversations this time, because it was kind of annoying last time how conversations would end as soon as you got off the boat. And I get that part of it was other conversations, like scripted conversations, may be happening like in certain areas, but like they should have like flagged it to only cut off your boat conversations if there was gonna be a scripted one. And I don't know if this was just me, but in all of my playthroughs, I don't know if there's a glitch, if it was just like, you know, a quirk of the way that I happen to play, but a lot of stories wouldn't start until I was almost at a dock. Like I would boat around the Lake of the Nine for like several minutes in complete silence, and then I'd finally get to like a location that I was gonna dock, and then they'd start a story. And I'd just be sitting there. It was weird. Boink.
That earthquake earlier. Do you think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
I hear squawks.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Nidavellir. That's the place in the Marvel Arvels that they go to
Oh,
forge the
they're running away.
thingamajigger.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Wild that for us, though.
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
I'm sure we'll clear this up. I mean, hell, we got Mimir with us. I'm sure there's people here that know him at least.
Hey, could we talk to you for a...
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own, and hope they let us in.
The buildings here really are incredible.
Fuck is this?
The detail in the woodwork is quite extraordinary.
This is clearly something that I'm gonna be able to get past. The question is how. How we do the past getting.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Blarg. Wait, I heard? There you are. Don't mind me just plundering your shit.
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
What do you got for me?
What is it, dwarf?
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain materials. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things in action. Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skiafa.
Yaffa. Ah!
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Behind you!
Yaffa! Okay, so, Durlin,
Can I?
Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, no? For you. It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
Yeah, but I want to go back because there's that thing on the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Was that one off? Can I trigger that again? No. He jumped against it, but then it did. He landed. Yeah. Didn't expect it to implode, but okay.
Another of Cavassier's poems.
Yeah, I'm sure it's lovely. Oh yay, the tree stuff tree.
So this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my, yes. Odin's grip on this realm is so strong, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one.
Alright.
Best of luck.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarfs?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here somewhere.
I
Maybe we
want.
can try knocking on some doors for directions.
I don't want to knock on doors for directions. I want that chest.
Hello?
Yeah, but so about that chest. I'm gonna get a bird.
I think I see something.
Okay, I'm not. I am going to kill the bird. Slightly less satisfying than the magic one. I don't know why I did that.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
Think that's him?
He's playing a hurdy-gurdy.
watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours, named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the room. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess.
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Okie the dokie.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Alright, I mean, we kind of already had a compass, but I guess since Freya gave it to us, yeah, press left side to jump to the map. Gotcha. Gotcha. I didn't press that though. Yeah, I figured. Check locations on the compass by hovering over them and yeah. To center on the correct position. Side panels. Okay, good to know.
Come.
Games like this really should have like an option.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Derlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
And I would, and given what happened to David, I would say this even like extends to DLC. Like when you go, like when there's the option for tutorials, you should have like a third option to be like only show a tutorial if it's different from how it was in the last game. And then like obviously with DLC, have a similar thing, only show a tutorial if it's a new mechanic.
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to get to Derlin.
Yoink. Yoink. I do all the yoinking. They call me the Yoink Master. Better be careful around me. You won't know what's... You be looking the other way, then I'll just reach out. Yoink. What am I yoinking? Depends on my mood. And no, I don't have a clue what the fuck I'm talking about. Thanks for asking. Cool beans on the Marsh
There's a building
Gateway.
just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel. particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
No.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Derlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
Huh.
So, which way do we go?
Well, here's the...
Prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
Yeah, shut up. Here's the deal. If this were any other game I was playing, I'd probably head on over to Derlin.
Mimir, are you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
Because I tend to, especially if it's a game I'm enjoying enough that I know I'll do a New Game Plus run, I tend to kind of limit how much I do on my first playthrough. And then save, like, side question for the second playthrough, so
Think that crane still works?
I don't gotta redo stuff over
One of
again.
the mining rigs is here.
See
But
the smoke above us?
since I'm
That's where we're
recording,
headed. Let's see if we can
try to
shut it
do
down.
decent amount of sidey content. Okay, that's another point. That is another point in the game's favor.
The dwarves didn't
In the
look
first
bad.
game, there wasn't any input buffering.
And do what? Their newly built forges poisoned the soil of Svartalfheim. Unable to grow their own food, they had to buy it from Asgard. If they stopped working, they'd be taking food out of their own mouths.
Oh, that's
Is
clever.
there a way to... Hold on a second. Subtitles. Subtitle. There we go. I get that background blur would probably help for some people, but it's just kind of distracting for me. What was I fucking saying? I was saying words. And I was talking about how I would normally... Oh, yeah. The last game had this problem with input buffering, and if you don't know what that is, you know how, like, when you're playing Dark Souls and you do an attack and you realize you're in danger, so you press the roll button, you're like, come on, roll, and because you press the roll button, he'll roll, like, literally the second his attack animation is finished, so you can get your roll on as quick as possible. This game, the last game, had one major issue with it. Like, it did have input buffering in some areas, but one major issue that it had was you had to come to a complete standstill. Not standstill as in terms of walking, but in terms of attacking before you could change weapons. So, like, I'd be, like, doing a combo, and I'd be like, oh, I want to change to another weapon. And I'd press the button and nothing would happen because my combo wasn't over, like my attack swing wasn't over. And so I'd have to wait until... I know that's a lot of waits for something that's only taking like half a second, but I'd have to literally make sure that my attack animation was fully over before it would react to my swing. But now, I pressed... the button to switch the second I pressed the attack button, and it still switched once the swing was over. So that definitely smooths things out. So I like that. Yeah. Oh, I need to check something.
Whoa, an Yggdrasil seed to Muspelheim. Think it might lead to that combat arena we visited years ago?
What makes you say that?
Wishful thinking, I guess. Going through Surtur's gauntlet. It was fun.
It was training.
You didn't have fun?
Nah, come on, admit it. You have
let's forget the
fun.
half of the seed.
You had
If it's
fun.
whole again,
I wonder if I'll get to meet Surtur. But yeah, what was I gonna check? Oh yeah. The skills. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there is tiers to these. The problem is that it's not like I've made it to bronze in this. But I think the issue, as far as I'm concerned, is that it's not charged up, causing it to spin and slice. I almost never used that in the last game. This one I did use sometimes. I liked that. Okay, so that's this game's version of Executioner's Cleave. So it's like a cleave that's got a little throw at the end. Kind of like that. Anyway, the labors of using a certain amount of times to level it up, it's not actually telling me what leveling it up is doing. I'm gonna assume that it's just like a basic increase to like how much damage it does. That would make the most sense. All right. Boink. I see what we gotta do. And then we're gonna go a boink. I was behind you. That didn't count as me being behind you. I got an idea. Give me a second. I got an idea. Hey, fucker. Heh.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Warning. If you can read this, return to work. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that wishes there was like a scene of... Because just... There it'll go into its shit. Because just the one little scene of him teaching Kratos the words, that was funny. And just like I just imagine like Kratos like hunched over a book, like with like glasses on that are like way too small for his head.
Great. Now we can make it across.
I think the more important question is how the fuck you're making it across. I mean, it was one thing when you were riding my back everywhere. Now it's weird that I need big old flippy floppy chains to, and you're just like, hop goes the weasel. Nope, knock you down. Alright. Ah, supposed to use this for that.
They
Come here.
just keep coming.
It's a
Yeah.
bear trap.
Come here.
Little wretches like there's no tomorrow.
No, I said mer.
Watch out!
That did nothing. Alright.
Heads on the left. Watch out!
Okay, this is not working out. I forgot to lock on. I need to like compensate for my own hubris, because some of the assisties that this game provides in the options that I have turned off are things that were just a default part of the game in the last game. So I never once, I think maybe for like the Baldur bosses, but other than that, I never locked on in the base game. I keep saying base game, I mean the first game.
Behind you, incoming! Behind you, look out! Right side, corner!
Forgot about that.
On your left! Watch your right! Come on, Kratos.
Oh.
Off your back.
I'm getting too obsessed with the idea of getting him to full stun. If I'm gonna do that, I need to keep my axe put away, because you build stun faster with your fisticuffs. Probably should save the rage for when my health's a little bit low.
Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow. It will be so. Right side.
Right side, farther.
Damn, you strong boy. You a strong boy. Come on, I want to get the
Off your back.
I want to get the I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it, but I want to get the stun built up. Stun is one of those things where it's really easy to forget about it on easier difficulties. But when you get to the harder difficulties, you really want to be able to build that stun up.
They just keep coming.
It's a bear trap. Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow. It will be so. Come on, get up. Brother.
Damn. Maybe I should give up on that, because this seems like this is like the only way to, like, yeah, there's like some upgrades usually that let you build stun faster. But with this, it seems really like you gotta fight him while also taking down all of his little minions.
They just keep coming.
It's a bear trap. Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow. It will be so. Hey, left flank. behind! Behind you, watch out!
There we go.
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame him?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers can craft something from it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't recall the game ever saying Rock and Sindri's last names in the first game. Which is fine, but it just contrasts with how often they say it. So. Maybe it's because they've made Nicey nice. They no longer hate each other and stuff. Boink. No, I don't want to go.
How did these rigs come to be?
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become
Aye.
independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
How would I go about? I need to find somewhere to dock because I can't throw my axe while I'm in the boat.
Hey, it's another one of those geysers, but huge. Maybe we could check it out later.
We can see it fine from here.
No, Kratos. We're checking it out right this second just to spite you. Where the fuck is it?
Ymir, how many stories have you told about Odin and Thor? And all the bad things they've done? Let's see how many we can remember. Seems like Father could use his memory refreshed.
My memory of them requires no refreshment. They invaded our home.
Yeah, but I'm talking about history. All the other people they've
No.
met.
This is... It can't still be here.
What?
There's a key on this island. I need you to find it, brother. An innocent life is at stake. Watch your right!
Motherfucker.
So many wretches. Where are they coming from? Behind you! Look out! Look! They keep coming out of their neck!
Alright then. Nest destroyed. The fuck is that? Wait, I hear crow. I hear crow. I hear crow.
Ymir, you said an innocent life was at stake. Did Odin trap somebody here?
No, lad. I did.
Well then.
The ground looks weak down here, Father.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna do a jumpy jump, but I could have sworn I heard a.
That gear. Looks like it would freeze. Maybe that lift can help us get higher. Might be easier to break that ground from up there.
Can I? You tell me. There we go.
Think you could break through the ground from up there?
I was not aiming for you with that.
Behind you! Look out!
All right, this is yeah. And adjusting. Oh god, that hurts. I did my doctor did like a spinal adjustment thing. It felt good at the time, but now it's just like, oh god. Oh wait, I'm gonna do that again. Thing's already broken.
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Ray! Left way!
Behind you. Incoming.
I am trying. I was trying to do a thing, and you stood in the way of my thing. You never stand in the way of the man's thing. Now let's try this one more time before we got to end the episode.
Incoming! Right side! Behind you! Incoming!
I like that. When you charge up, oh god, he's doing a double. When you charge up your axe and then do an R2, it has kind of an AoE. That's helpful.
Take it off, man. You got this.
Oh, I was in the middle of a Rooney. I was in the middle of a Rooney Toonie. I was right in the middle of a Rooney Toonie. You interrupted my Rooney Toonie. How you gonna interrupt my Rooney Toonie? I was tuning the Rooney.
More wretches. Left side.
That's the same thing. He interrupted my Rooney Toonie.
Come on, Kratos. Off your back.
I'm off your front. I think the only reason he doesn't like when I fall down is because I land on him. I usually got my timer set to 56 minutes, so I got 4 minutes left. Should be able to give this another go. If I can interrupt him when he bends down like that, then he doesn't summon his dudes.
Right flank. Yikes. He hit hard.
I noticed some enemies, when they're like almost dead, they suddenly take a fuck ton of stagger damage. I guess that's just to let you get the stagger kill at the end.
Mimir, is this it? Over here?
And we will open that in the next video. Thanks for watching.